Hi guys, now welcome to lesson 3. Now in this lesson we basically need to have it so we can progress to new levels. At the moment we only have one level, but if we have an objective on every level that gets us to the next level, then things work better. We do that by creating a new sprite. Now I'm just going to pick an apple or a ball or something, or maybe this guy liked bananas. Yeah, there's bananas here, I should put the bananas in. That works. Now I'm currently have the banana select on my sprite, and I'm just going to change the look of it, so basically when it starts it's smaller because that's a huge set of bananas for my level. So I'm going to go to events. When we press start, I want my looks to change it by a percentage. Set size to, let's say 20%, because that will be better. Push start. Ooh, that's too small. Let's say 40%. That's a bit better. So every time we have to get this Giga guy to make it to these bananas. Now, let's do this. First things first, go to Giga and say every time we want Giga to start here. Okay, so bananas, Giga. Click on Giga and say it's important we start setting where we want him to start at the start of every level and everything. We want him to go to this position. Now this position here will automatically set to where you have it set from here. If I move it, you'll see that the coordinates change on here. So it's better to put him in this spot and then move this into the spot. Now if I click on bananas, you can see my bananas are currently in that position, and I basically want them to go to this position at the start of this level. Okay, now we'll set these programming later, but what I want to say is when Giga touches bananas, go to next level. Really simple set of programming. We click back onto Giga and we'll put it under a new tab, so when start is clicked. We do have a lot of when starts clicked, but that's okay. Go controls, events, sorry. When start is clicked, we want a few things to happen. So we go to looks, we say go to this level. So just go to this backdrop. Switch to backdrop 1. That's what this backdrop is currently called, backdrop 1. Then we want to say, in the event Giga touches bananas, go to next backdrop. So in the event, if Giga touches bananas, touches bananas, looks, go to next backdrop, switch to next backdrop, next backdrop. That's all we want. Next one. Now I'm not sure if we need to put that. No, we don't want to execute once, so we want to execute anytime this happens. So we're going to put that inside a forever loop. So forever check this is happening. And now watch, we click start. There is no next backdrop, so now we need to go draw another level. Now it's important you use the same green. Okay, it's important that because you see Giga's jump is based off the green. So let's go play with the backdrops. So let's click on backdrops here. And we'll click on backdrops up here, so we have which jump, and see there's only one backdrop. So let's duplicate this backdrop to backdrop 2. And in backdrop 2, I'm just going to grab these stuff here. I'm actually going to group them. So let's make sure they're the same size. By the way, you can do fancier things with these backdrops. It's all good. And let's group. So now they're the one backdrop. Okay, so now I can change size, I copy and paste them, and yeah. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to basically do that. Copy paste, Control C, Control V, and I'm going to make him jump next time. Make him jump a couple times. Got to make it more interesting. And let's change the height of them, because that also makes it a bit more interesting. And then we can move the bananas and everything to where we need them. Okay. Oh, it's because we're on backdrops. Now I've just drawn that level. Now we can go back, and now you can draw as many levels as you want. If I go back to my code now, and what I want to say is, on here, I'm going to go to Pico, move this over, motion, Events. When switching to backdrop this one, backdrop 2, I want them to go to this position. Looks, no, motion, sorry, go to this position. Then I go to bananas and I do the same. I'm going to move bananas to the position I want them. Yeah. Then I select the banana sprite. Then I go motion. Sorry, when switching to backdrop 1, go to this position. Notice it already sets that position because I wanted to just click and drag them. It's the easiest way to do this, guys. Alright, now you'll see what happens in Pico. When I push start, it goes back to level 1. When I get bananas, hopefully it sends me to the right spots. There we go. Push space still. So jump. There is no next backdrop. That's why it keeps taking me back to this backdrop. This is the next backdrop. Okay, so we can keep going, by the way. Now we've got this, we can just keep making levels. So what I want you to do now is go to backdrops, come in here, and just draw your levels, because that's how we roll. So I like duplicating this so that I don't have to redraw my land. I can just use the lands I currently have. You'll notice a problem in a second, and we'll fix it, but now you have to set it for every backdrop. Duplicate. And I'm just going to keep moving my lands around. Duplicate. And notice we're all hanging over slightly over the edge. There we go. Move that down a bit. Move that down a bit. Oh, I see we've got lots of room. Okay, so now I've got 5 backdrops. And now I need to basically move the bananas around at every time. So let's do that. So we go back to code. We click on Pico Walking. And we want to go to the next backdrop. So let's go to backdrop 2, which we've done, backdrop 3. So we just want now to say when it goes to backdrop 3, go back to the positions, yeah? So let's do that. Pico. We push stop, so it obviously doesn't, stop. Backdrop 3. Put him where I need him to be, put the bananas where I need him to be. Then I go to Pico, I go to code, and I say, I duplicate this, I'm going to backdrop 3, go to this position. Bananas, so that should be backdrop 2. Then going to backdrop 2, 3, go to this position. Okay, then we go back for 4. Now, the biggest problem is there's not a way of losing this game yet. You can only succeed, and if it falls down, it's just going to keep counting forever. In the next level, we'll be talking about how to best end the game if you have going out and stuff like that, okay? So if you miss a jump and you hit the bottom, what happens? So, let's do bananas, backdrop, duplicate. Backdrop 4. It's literally a case of repeating this to every level you do. I suggest you line them up like this so you can see them. Backdrop 4, dump that, go to, and I have one more backdrop just to make things complicated. Backdrop 5. Pico at the top here, put the bananas down the bottom here, and we're literally going to go back to our codes, back to Pico, duplicate that for backdrop 5. You can have this as many backdrops as you want, dump that, go to that. Banana, duplicate, dump that, go to that. And now let's go play our game. Sorry, I push start. I get Pico. Ooh, in the wrong spot. Why was Pico in the wrong spot? When I start the game, go to this position. No, alright. Run. Get the bananas. Run. Get the bananas. Now we have our levels. I did notice the bananas are in the wrong spot in the last level. This one here, they're in the wrong level. So let's find this level here, and we'll go fix it by going, see, it's why we play our games. Not just because it's fun. This is backdrop 4, and I want to be the bananas on backdrop 4. So I dump that code there, bring it up to here, and I just put go-to in it. Alright, and that's our Pico Adventures. Next time we'll be talking about what happens when we go down here and we don't jump. What happens? You see gravity just continues forever. We need a way of stopping all this, and yeah.